Okay, hey guys, so today I'm just going to be doing a chit chat get ready with me video. I'm just doing my makeup to go somewhere, to the store or something. I just wanted to talk to you guys about my college experience and the things that I had went through while I was in college, because if you guys don't know, I am a recent college graduate and I graduated from Mississippi State University and I am 23 years old. And I'll be 24 October 30th, and today is October 9th, so my birthday will be here shortly. So I'm just gonna be doing my makeup. So yeah, the first thing I do is do my eyebrows. I should have done that before I got on camera, but oh, and please excuse my hair. Yeah, it's just thrown up. Yeah, first I'm going to do my eyebrows. I'm probably going to just skip this part in the video simply because it takes me a really long time to do my eyebrows. So, and I can't talk while I do my eyebrows. So I'm going to do my eyebrows and then I'm going to come back and talk to you guys. Okay, so I am done with my eyebrows. So recently I picked up a lot of new makeup. Like, I have a lot of makeup. So I'm gonna be using some of it in this video. So yeah, the first thing I'm gonna be doing is I'm going to spray my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, as always. So I always do this because it helps prime my face really well. Like it just gives me a smooth canvas to work with. So yeah, I'm just gonna spray my face with this. What I forgot to do before I filmed this, before I started filming, was dampen these in my sink so they can get bigger, but I don't feel like doing that right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start with my makeup. So next I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I've never used this, but I hear it's pretty good, so I'm gonna try it. I got this from Sephora yesterday. So we're gonna see what it does. Oh, I put too much on my nose. The way it feels kind of oily. Like, I don't know if I put too much on or what, but it feels kind of oily. So the next thing that I'm going to use is my NYX Conceal, Correct, and Contour palette, and I'm going to use this orange shade right here just to get rid of this darkness. Sorry if my light keeps going in and out, but I'm using natural light, so that's why. And I'm just gonna take this brush right here and then just get some of that product and go in. Of course, right here. So I don't want to go throughout this video and not talk about what I'm supposed to be talking about. So basically what I wanted to talk to you guys about was how I got through college and my experiences and all that jazz, because basically I've been seeing a lot of people, like here on YouTube or just on Instagram or Facebook, just struggling with school, and I'm not gonna sit up here and just pretend like it's gonna get better, because it's not. like it's not gonna get better. And I don't mean to sound like a pessimist, but it's not gonna get better. So my best advice is just for people to stick it out as best as they can and get as much help as they can. Just utilize your resources. Please utilize your resources, because it will just take you a long way, because it took me forever to realize that my school offered so much help. But I don't know why it took me so long to realize that, but yeah, it did. But so I'm just gonna give y'all a little background history on me and what is my color? I'm just gonna give y'all some background history on me. So I went to Mississippi State University. I entered there in 2010, and when I got there, I thought I wanted to be a pharmacist. And at Mississippi State, according to what you want to do with your life, that's how they determine what major they want you to be in. So they put me in biochemistry. Hold on. I got a package yesterday from Black Opal. So I'm going to be using some of their foundations. Their stick foundations. Okay, so I'm going to be using this one. My skin tone foundation color is Beautiful Bronze. And it looks like this. Y'all can see that. So yeah, back to the story. They will put you in whatever major that they think that you belong in, based off your career goals and what you want to do for your occupation. And I wanted to be a pharmacist, and basically my friend, I have a friend, she wanted to be a pharmacist as well, but her school didn't put her in biochemistry. So I'm not understanding why Mississippi State don't give you an option to choose what route you want to go, because all you have to do is just get the prereqs, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know, but the prereqs for pharmacy school. So basically they put me in biochemistry, and for the first 2 years of my college career, I hated it. I was doing terribly. It was basically getting to the point where my parents wanted me to come home. Plain and simple, they wanted me to come home because I wasn't doing well in school. None of that. I wasn't doing well, and I mean, I didn't care about coming home, simply because like I knew that I wasn't doing well, and all my friends are here. So I was like, okay, I'll come home. Whatever y'all want, I'll do it. So this by my sophomore year, like the end of my sophomore year, I was like, okay, wait, I'm not going home. I'm gonna finish this, and I'm gonna stick this out. I was just telling myself that I'm gonna stick it out, and I'm going to find me a major that I really love. And I found me a major, and it ended up being kinesiology. If y'all don't know what kinesiology means, I'll put it right here and on the screen right here. Basically, I wanted to be a physical therapist, but when I got in the major, I realized that you don't have to be a physical therapist just if you get in that field or in that program as your major. So I was like, okay, cool. I did have some struggles in that major because, I mean, of course, it's science related, so, I mean, things are going to get hard. But I was happier than when I was in biochemistry. I switched my major at the end of my sophomore year. I thought I was going to be behind, but my advisor at the time, who ended up leaving, I don't even understand why he left to do research. So basically, I got a new advisor, but at the time, my old advisor, he assured me that I was not going to be behind at all, and I was like, okay, cool. So when it came time for my junior year to come around, I started noticing that some of the people in the front office were discussing how they were going to change around the curriculum and all that stuff. So I was getting scared because I was like, if y'all change around the curriculum, then I'm going to be here even longer than expected. So I ended up talking to, this is my junior year, I ended up talking to my advisor. He was like, I think that he was foreign, or I don't know what he was, but he wasn't Asian or anything, but he was foreign. So it was just like, oh, I think that you're gonna be behind. You're gonna be like a year or 2 years behind. I said, 2 years behind? And I was like, but you told me that I was not gonna be behind. So I remember this day like yesterday. I was about to go to work, and I called my parents and I told them what was going on. And basically, of course, my dad was just like, just do what you gotta do and get out of there. So I took his advice and I did what I had to do, and I got out of there. But it wasn't in the amount of time that is normal. I finished the program. Well, I finished all my curriculum in 5 years instead of 4. So I wasn't too far behind, which was really good. So I was super excited about that. But how I ended up doing that was really hard. I went to summer school every summer. Every summer I went to summer school except for my freshman year. I did not go to summer school at that time, but I went to summer school every summer, and it was hard. Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like it was just easy peasy, 1, 2, 3. I mean, at the end of the day, I got it done. So this foundation is a little red, but I have a red undertone, so it'll come together when I highlight and contour. I'd rather for my foundation to be a little too red than a little too yellow, because I don't want to look like a ghost face. I went to summer school every year, and it was not easy at all. And so I'm using to highlight, I'm using Truly Topaz by Black Opal. I ended up taking like all my science classes, and I took, I think, 1 math class, which was statistics at community college, because that's what they all suggest. Because anybody who knows Mississippi State, y'all know that the science classes are brutal, and ain't no way around it. So I did what I was told by the faculty. So fast forward to my first senior year. Yeah, my first senior year. So fast forward to my first senior year, and by this time I have a new advisor. He was new to the I don't want that beauty blender. He was new to the whole teaching and advising thing, because he came from Florida. He worked at Gatorade, and so he had never taught before, and he had never advised before. This was his first year at the university. He was hard. He was a hard teacher, and it was just like he was expecting us to know everything, which was just, no, you don't know everything. That's why you're here. You're here to teach us. So he ended up being my advisor, and my new advisor, since my other advisor left. And basically I ended up like not passing his class with the grade that I needed to pass, and it really upset me, because I'm just like, you're my advisor. I was in your office every day trying to get help in this class, and then I ended up with this sucky grade, and it just really made me mad. But me and him built a really good relationship, because I ended up taking the class again, but I didn't take it with him. So I ended up retaking the class, and I passed with a really good grade. And I don't know how the subject came about, but I went to his office because I was concerned about me graduating. And basically we looked at like what they were doing with my, we call it a cap at Mississippi. I don't know what y'all call it, but it's like a tracking system where it tracks all your classes, and it tracks your progress and your percentage on how far you have to graduate. So I'm just like, okay, something's not right. So we end up going to the front office, and the lady looks at my cap, and she's just telling me that, oh, you're gonna be here a little longer than expected because you don't have all your science classes. What are you talking about? So I was just so discouraged, y'all. Like, I was like, I'm never gonna finish school. I'm never going to just ever get out of here, because at this point I just want to get out. I just want to get out. I just want to go home to my hometown. I don't want to stay in this little small town anymore. I'm ready to go. We go back to his office. My head is hung low, and I'm just like, okay, what's the next step? And so him and this other lady that's next to him in his office, she comes in and she looks at my cap, and she was like, they're missing a lot of the classes that you have, and they should be able to put all those classes where they belong and where they can be substituted at. And I was like, really? And she was like, yes, they are acting so strict now that they kind of look over the classes, some classes, and think that they're not eligible to be used. And so I was like, well, last time I checked, these classes were eligible to be used. She was just like, we're gonna request that you get these classes put in those places that they're saying you're missing classes, and we're gonna go from there. So I was like, okay. And my advisor was also suggesting other things that could be done in other classes that I've taken. And y'all, I promise y'all, if it wasn't for my advisor like helping me, like, y'all please have, I don't know, if y'all have a choice of like picking advisors, we used to have that, but they took our privileges away from doing that. But I just so happen to have a really good advisor. If it was not for my advisor, I would probably still be in school, because they try to goop you for all the money that you have, and I'm just like, y'all can't do that. I'm not gonna stay here any longer taking classes that I don't have no business taking. So basically, I got out of there in 5 years with the help of a lot of people. Like, y'all, please use y'all resources. They will get you a long way, I promise you. Because nobody wants to sit in college for like years upon years and getting no progress. So that's what I did. And y'all, to see good results in school, you have to sit on the front row, because that's what I started doing. I started sitting on the front row, and that's when I noticed I started getting good grades, because over the summer I got like a 3 point something, and I started sitting on the front row, and that's how you get the grades that you want to get. Ask questions. Never be afraid to ask questions, because how are you going to expect to, like, for the teacher to know if you're like struggling? Because if you don't ask questions, how would you expect the professor or the teacher to know if you're struggling? So, and utilize their office hours, make appointments, do those necessary things. Don't just sit in your room and think that something's gonna fall in your lap, especially if you don't understand something. So it's just like, school does not work like that. You have to put in the work to get the results. And I understand we all have some classes. We've all had those classes that just seem like there's no end. And I've had those classes before. And our school even has a I just drew a blank. It's like basically where you go get tutoring, but for my major we didn't have, our classes weren't offered in that center, so we just had to use each other and our professors. So yeah, but if y'all have like a general class that is offered for tutoring, use it. But yeah, I do understand that we have those classes that just, it seems like there's no help being offered anywhere, like nowhere. And it seems like we just can't get it right. But the only thing I can suggest about those classes is to pray about it. Definitely pray about it, because I mean, if you can't see your way out of there, then D your way through. I mean, sometimes you just have to do that. And if you can't make a D, then like for your program, if you can't make a D, if you have to make a C or above, then pray about it. Those kind of situations are totally understandable, but you can't expect things to fall in your lap. It's college. College is hard. No one said college was easy. You have to put in the work to get the results, and that's with anything. I think the toughest time that I had with college was just having good time management, because you need good time management to make things happen and make things shake. And that's another big thing that gave me a lot of trouble, was like trying to manage this channel, which was the reason why it's growing at a slow pace. Well, it was growing at a slow pace because I wasn't taking the time out to be on here and being able to do my work at the same time, because there was no way I could have done that, because my major was just too hard for that. It was too hard for me. I had to just sacrifice some things, and this was the thing that I had to sacrifice. I had to sacrifice my YouTube channel, and sometimes I had to sacrifice my social life. Work before play. When you finish your work, then you can go play. So if I had friends that were like going out or any of that stuff, y'all best believe, and I didn't get my work done, I wasn't going out. I was not going out. Because I've learned my lesson before, because I did that in my freshman year. I would go out and not have my work done. But surprisingly, my freshman year was my best year. So, but I think this is because I had like easier classes. But yeah. If you don't have your work done and your friends are like, hey, come out, let's go, we finna go here, but you don't have your work done, it shows your priorities. Because if your priorities are messed up while you're young, then they're gonna be 10 times worse when you get older. So, and not saying that people aren't able to grow up, because I mean, it's really possible you can grow up, but college is a place where you learn to grow up. And you learn to put your priorities first. So you have to put your priorities first. You can't be going out here playing around, because once you get those bad grades, it ain't no turning back. So I mean, I'm just being honest. Like, you can't sit around and expect things to come your way when you haven't even put in the work for it. So that's how my parents taught me. They taught me to do work first and play later, because there's nothing wrong with going out and having fun. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you have priorities and when you have things to get done, that stuff needs to get done first, and then the rest will come. Just like extracurricular activities. If you can't even get your GPA off the ground, why are you doing extracurricular activities? I know that you have to have fun and all that stuff, and I'm not just saying like, you know, what is it? I'm not just talking about like, you know, Greek and so I'm talking about all different types of curricular activities. I like extracurricular activities as far as like going Greek and stuff like that. I'm talking about like different kinds of stuff. Because like in my school, we had a lot of organizations. Like a lot of organizations that require a GPA. Like you had to have like a good GPA. Like you had to have a 2.5 to do anything. And like student activities and stuff like that, you had to have a 2.5 just to be qualified to do anything. So that's motivation right there. If you wanted to say for instance you wanted to be in some kind of fashion organization or something like that, and they required you to have a certain GPA, then you need to be doing your work and stop playing so you can have the time to be involved. And yeah, sorry I haven't told y'all any of the products that I use, but I'll list them down below if I remember. Number one thing that I think everybody is missing is their relationship with God, because you have to be prayerful about a lot of stuff, like especially things that you're struggling in. But not only the things that you're struggling in, you have to pray for and be thankful. You have to pray and thank Him for giving you this opportunity to even be in school and to even have the opportunity to finish or whatever. People don't have the opportunity to be able to have scholarships if you all have a scholarship. So I mean, I had like one scholarship and that was just a scholarship that they gave me at school, but it wasn't much, but it was something that helped. And I had to have a GPA requirement for that. So I mean, it just shows you how much you need your GPA to impact on what you're gonna do. And like, say for instance, you want to go back to school, your GPA is gonna have to be good to go back to school, no matter what you want to do. So that's my whole thing, because I am struggling with that now. And just to be honest, my GPA wasn't all that good, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, girl, no, it wasn't that good. But it is giving me trouble trying to get back in school, because I want to go to nursing school. Yeah, you just have to be faithful to God. You have to be consistent with your time management. Like I said before, time management is not just putting work before school. It's like planning your day and all types of stuff. So, and the thing that I had and that I used the most was my planner. Write down things in our planner, as far as like when we have tests, when we have quizzes, when we have homework that's due, anything that's relevant and anything that's gonna be a part of your day, write it down. And so you won't forget it. And I know a lot of people use their phone as like reminders and stuff. No, you need to get you a planner. That was the best thing that I probably could have learned, was to be time efficient. Like, you have to be aware of what's going on, like aware of your time and how much you got, how much time you have to do this. When you're writing down in your planner, write down your classes that you have, and write down what time they start and what time they end, and the gap that you have in between, and write the time that you plan on studying. Write down the time that you have to take a test. Write down everything. Just write down everything. I think that's the best advice that I can give, like, to anybody who's starting college. Make sure that if you want to go back to school or not after you finish your bachelor's degree, because you can already start looking into like colleges, other colleges, and what their requirements are. Just look at your goals first and then go from there. The next thing is just to be time efficient. Make sure you have good time management and put your work before your playtime. All that. I mean, I know when I say playtime, I'm not talking about like no recess playing on a playground. I'm talking about some going out with your friends and doing all this stuff. Like, don't be trying to turn up too much if your GPA is turned down. Have a relationship with God always, because He will see you through. And be patient with yourself. Like, don't beat yourself up just because, oh, I didn't get a 99 on this test, or I didn't get 100 on this test, but I got a 99.8 or something like that. I mean, don't beat yourself up about it. I mean, an A is an A. It doesn't matter. So just be patient with yourself. Reward yourself for your good work. So everybody doesn't get good grades. So if you get a good grade, reward yourself, because it just gives you even more ambition to work harder. So keep doing what you're doing. If you're making good grades and whatever you're doing is working for you, you do this. Another thing that I almost forgot to mention, figure out a way that you can study, because that's the thing that I had problems with. I had problems with trying to figure out what study method was best for me, simply because in high school, I graduated with a 3.8 GPA in high school, and child, let me tell you, I didn't study a day for in my life in high school. And I'm just gonna be honest and real, but when you get to college, you're gonna have to study. And there are some of those people who are naturally smart. I wouldn't say that I'm naturally smart. I have to study. In college I did, but in high school I didn't. And don't run with the wrong crowd, because my freshman year, I will admit that some of the time I did hang with the wrong crowd and it wasn't the best option for me. So yeah, a lot of the times the people that I hung out with in school, well, my freshman year, were not the people that I should have been hanging with. And quite frankly, those same people didn't even last after freshman year. Like, they never came back. So don't hang with the wrong crowd. Be safe. Don't be doing nothing crazy. Don't be doing drugs, because it's not good. We're here to get an education. You're there to get an education, so don't try to defeat their purpose, because you're there for a reason. You're not there to party. You're not there to join organizations. You're not there to be seen. You're not there for illegal purposes, because you know people like to do illegal stuff when they go to college. Just focus on the dream. Just focus on that. Focus on the goal, on what you came there for, and all will be well. So with that being said, just good luck to all you guys who are in school. If you're getting ready to graduate, good luck. I know you're happy. My good friend Paris, hi Paris, she's getting ready to graduate. Her name is All Things Beauty 901 on here on YouTube, so check her channel out. She hasn't posted in a while, but a little setback for a major comeback. And for you all that are freshmen or incoming freshmen, just be mindful of the things that you're getting yourself into. Just be aware of your surroundings and do all the stuff that I told y'all to do at the beginning of the video, and you will be really successful in school. So I wish somebody was here to tell me, or I wish somebody was on here or anywhere else to tell me when I first entered college how to do college. I didn't know how to do college. Like, I was not prepared for a lot of the things that I encountered, but I did do a good job. I wasn't a delinquent. And get study groups if you have to. Get into study groups. I got into a lot of study groups, and you're gonna need people there. You can't do everything on your own, because multiple minds are better than one, and you will go a long way with your mind on your goals and your mind on God. You will go a long way in school, and you will be happy in the end, because you will have accomplished your goals as far as like finishing school and having a good GPA afterwards, and being very knowledgeable on a lot of things. So yeah, but y'all will do well. I did okay. I wish I could have did better. If I could redo college and start all over, I would, but I would start at the age of 18 like I did, not start over now at 23. No. But I will take my own advice when I get into nursing school. Okay, so I hope this looks good. It looks okay. I think I want to add a little chin contour, because my face is fat, because I gained like 100 pounds while I was in school. This is Fresh Brew by MAC. Here's my mirror. Oh, and I might be doing a tag video soon, so y'all let me know what kind of tag video you want to see, and then I do it, because I want to find a video or a tag to do in a video where y'all can know a little bit more about me. Just get to know me and relate to me, because I know people like to relate to people. that's what attracts people, is being relatable. So yeah, and I wanted to make this video just to show y'all that I am relatable. I have been there and done that as far as college is concerned, and I didn't graduate too long ago. I graduated in May, well, August really. Yeah, so if you guys really want to know more about my college experience, well, not experience, but my life in college and what I really like in really good detail, then I'll be glad to do that for you guys. Anything else that y'all want me to do, I can do it. I have all the time in the world. I don't got no job. But anything else you guys want to see from me, just please let me know. I don't want my channel to get boring. I am going to do a I'm probably going to film it tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a flat iron and all that kind of stuff routine, because I am transitioning to natural, because I am relaxed, y'all. That's why my hair looks like this, because it look a mess, but I'm going to go fix it when I finish recording. But yeah, so if you guys want to see that, just let me know, and I will hurriedly I will record that for you guys quick, fast, and in a hurry, if you guys want to see that. I'm in the process of redoing my vanity, so I will not be doing a vanity tour. If any of you guys know, I did build my own vanity mirror. Well, I didn't build it, my boyfriend and my dad built it, and it's finished. Like, the mirror is finished itself. But if you guys want to just see the mirror, then I can show y'all the mirror, but y'all can't judge the way my vanity looks right now, so it's not finished. And that's where I normally film, but I like coming in here to get the lighting from the big window right there. So yeah, if you guys want to see more videos like this and more chattiness, because I know this video is going to be extra long, because I feel like I've been sitting here talking for a really long time. But yeah, if you guys want to see more of me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Please like this video, and yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.